Hi guys, if it's Tuesday, it's down and dirty Bushcraft. Stay with me. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about a very quick way to make a meal on the side of the camp. Now what I like to do with this is I like to take and heat up the rice, which is the primary component, and then to it I'm going to add something else, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the option of the game here is to set up and boil the rice. Now the boiling bag rice like you get has already been cooked and it's been dehydrated. All that's got to be done is brought it back up to a boil and boil it for like 5 or 6, 10 minutes at the most, and it becomes soft and ready to go again. At that point you're going to drain the liquid and you're going to add in the other component. Now that can be beef stew, it could be tuna, it could be any of a plethora of things that's coming out of a can of another retort pouch or something that you can put in there and let the heat of the rice heat it up so it's all one homogeneous meal. So let's get started. Okay, since it is still 93 degrees, I'm not going to build a fire. I'm using my stove again. But what I've done is I've found 2 logs about the right diameter, and I've taken my knife and simply chopped and made 2 flat spots on the top. Make sure it doesn't roll. And then my stove is going to fit between them like this, very securely. Next, I'm going to use these flat spots with the edge of my Canteen stove to catch the heat. And I'm going to make sure that this is balanced. I don't want this rolling around ahead of time. So when I set it up there, it is balanced and it's fairly sturdy. So I can lift it straight off and set it straight back, and it's going to stay there and capture the heat. I set this up before I ever start cooking. Now I'm going to add the components. Okay, I'm going to take my stove. Stick out of the way just a second. Open it up. It's already full of fuel. Set it down there in position, making sure it's good and flat. Spill a little bit of fluid around the top. Scoop my other in there. Now see how it wants to roll? I got a wedge on the far side. I want that to stay flat. I double check, make sure she's going to balance. She does. Now I ignite it. Okay. Now into my Canteen cup, I'm going to put about a half a cup of water. Set that up there. Catch that heat. Make sure that she is balanced. Just like that. Now I'm going to use my sachet of boiling bag rice. Now this would be way too much, so I'm going to actually take half of it. What I'm going to do is shake it all down here in the middle, pinch it in the middle and squeeze it in half. Capture this half on this side and make the other half run to the other end. Like that. Now I'm going to cut the bag and dump that in there. I'm going to let that water come to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, then I'll add in my rice. Okay, now we got a boil. And we take that half of the bag and we put it into the water. Take our stirring stick, give it a good stir. Put the lid back on and give it about 10 minutes. Okay, now my rice is done. Very little water is left, which is like I want it. It's not scorched. I'll whip it up to get some air in it. Rice ready to go. I'll add in my next component while this is real piping hot. Okay, now that it's still nice and piping hot, I'm going to add the next ingredient, which is Castleberry barbecue pork, Carolina brand. I'll put that directly on top of the rice. just like that. Now we're going to let the heat of the rice heat up the barbecue and mix it together and make barbecue and rice with my nice eating stick. Oh yeah, awesome. So, in conclusion, with just some boiling bag rice, just a canteen cup, and something to add to it, I'm able to create a very filling meal out here with very little effort and very little time. The rice or other vegetable, you can use potatoes or whatever, and then a can of something as a topping. Since the rice is really hot when you just drain the water out of it, when I dump the can of whatever, it's heated up to more than applicable right then. Now in the dead of winter, because of heat loss, I may want to stick it back on the fire for just a minute to top it up, but this is as hot as I want it in 30 seconds. Forgot my spoon, got to use my eating stick. So, hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please leave any questions or comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.